Hey guys, HaFast Garage here. Been a little while since I posted a video, but I finally got a nice, decently warm day to be out in the shop working again. It's the first week of March here, so show you what I've been up to, what I started on the truck today. Just finishing cleaning up the back section. I'd like to get a rear axle under this truck again and at least make it rolling so I could work on other projects in here as well. So I'll show you what I've been up to and where I'd like to go with it today and how far we get. So as far as today, the last thing I've done so far is remove the two tailpipes right from the exhaust manifold. So now I'm pretty clean right up to the back of the cab. There's a couple things I'd like to get rid of still. The shock mounting studs, I guess that's the e-brake cable hanger. I'll probably leave the bump stock pads on for now. Yeah, that's where I'm at with that. And then I need to clean up this weld here, as I've mentioned before. See what I'm gonna do with that, if I'm gonna plate it. And then I can go ahead and start mounting the perches for the new 63-inch springs. So let's get to it. Just a matter of minutes, I turned that big old lump of weld into somewhat respectively smooth frame rail once again. I just gotta conquer this guy. And I've got that one done. Nice and smooth once again.
So I started grinding on this, and then I could see that most of the weld had already been cut away with the plasma cutter, and I went and got a chisel, and look at that, I worked it loose. So a lot less grinding cleanup to do now, but I actually just discovered another crack in the frame right there. That's lovely. Slowly but surely, we'll get there.
Okay, so what we have here is the e-brake cable hanger bracket, and I've already gone ahead and I ground the tops of the rivets off. As you can see here, there's a bit of a round outline showing. So what I'm gonna do is separate it with a hammer and a chisel delicately. So I'm just gonna stick this in here. Gently persuade it. Oh, it might bend the frame a bit. That's no big deal. We're gonna fix that. There we go. Just like that.
Got the underside ground down. Not perfect, but pretty darn close.
Now I'm not to operate a seat. I can go ahead and grind my chisel here.
Got the inside ground flat and wire wheeled. It's about as far as I want to go with it there. What I'm going to work on next is rigging up the front spring hanger and positioning it where I need it. Drill my holes, and then I'm gonna work on putting some flat strap here on the upper half of the inside of the frame rail. And it's probably gonna get plated up in here, probably right up to where the axle arch is. All right, back to work. Yeah, back to work. I was actually looking through some of my old photos and videos of the build, and I had actually found a picture where I had this hole here marked out on both sides. And what that is the location of the front spring eye. So what I did was, back when the rear axle was still in the truck, I took one leaf pack off and I sat the new 64-inch springs in there, and this is where the front spring eye ended up. So I did a little bit of math and measurements. The new springs are 64, the older ones are 56. So this is 6 1/4 difference is what I ended up with. I'll show you in a picture. The 64-inch springs, the center pin is centered in the leaf, front to back. Whereas the old 56-inch springs, there was more overhang on the rear of the leaf from the center pin. So I'll show you a picture of that right here. Got the bracket in position. What I did with the flat plate on top, that's just to give it an edge so I could slide the bracket up and it wouldn't go any further than the top of the frame rail. As you can see here, this hole is centered with the spring eye. So now I've just got to take the transfer punches, punch my holes, and then I can drill them. And I'll move over to the other side. Got everything punched and marked with paint. And now I can go ahead and drill them. Sweet. Okay, I got both sides drilled and mounted with bolts. The next thing I'm gonna do is try to fit this bracket. This mounts underneath, like so. However, I broke the age-old rule. I didn't measure twice. So, long story short, my bracket is actually mounted a little bit higher. You can see there the rivet doesn't quite line up. So I'm gonna do a bit of trimming on this bracket. I've already got one marked and set up. So this is it here. Got it marked around. You start cutting on that. I'll show you what it looks like when I've got it fit in place. So I got the bracket trimmed up. Turned out pretty good, nice and flat. Now let's see how it fits. The holes line up. I've got a nice even gap under the frame. I'll probably put another plate back on there so I can bolt into it. But the whole reason I'm reintegrating this bracket is so I can build a cross member to go across. Just like the factory would have had, but I'm gonna make mine out of Schedule 40, I guess. That's what I got, but definitely gonna add some reinforcement so that we don't have any stress on the frame like there once was. I think I'm just gonna make a small fish plate to go on the inside on both sides, right in between the hanger, just to fix where it was weak previously. But anyways, that's a wrap for today. Next time you see me, I'll be either working on the cross member or playing around with the rear shackle hangers. That's all for today's video, guys. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. This is HaFast Garage signing out.